praying that we'll never have another day like we had a year ago today.
Inside the very building overtaken by the mob, President Joe Biden offered a sharp rebuke of the lie that incited the attack.
The former President of the United States of America has created and spread a web of lies about the 2020 election. He's done so because he values power over principle, because he sees his own interest as more important than his country's interest, than America's interest.
Without naming Donald Trump, Biden warned about America's path toward autocracy, that future elections risk being overturned by politicians who ignore the will of voters.
I will stand in this breach. I will defend this nation. And I will allow no one to place a dagger at the throat of democracy.
You'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong.
When the rioters marched in Trump's name last January, they aimed to overturn Biden's victory. Their targets, the lawmakers who barely escaped, still relive the horror of that day.
A police officer in a big flak jacket and a large rifle grabbed me firmly by the collar, like this. I'll never forget that grip. And said to me, "Senator, we got to get out of here. You're in danger."
Yet 1 year later, Americans do not have a shared sense of what happened on January 6th. Trump's supporters have tried to downplay the events or laud what they believe was a justified action.
In their memory.
During a moment of silence for the police officers who died during the siege, only 2 Republicans were present: Liz Cheney and her father, former Vice President Dick Cheney.
It matters that you have 2 different realities playing out, both online and offline, that people don't see the same facts the way they are.
Seamus Hughes researches violent extremism in America. He warns the lies and division have made January 6th the rallying cry for future political violence.
If we can't call a spade, that's going to be an issue, not only for now, but in future events.
Jackson, there are people who think Donald Trump could run for president again in 2024. How might the events of 1 year ago factor into that election?
Well, Donna, it's so incredibly polarizing that both parties are seizing upon the events of that day. Democrats say it's a reason to pass voting rights legislation. Republicans say it's a reason why elected officials should have the ability to toss out election results if they suspect fraud. Either way, Republican voters are still firmly on the side of Donald Trump. 60% say he bears little to no responsibility for the violent events of that day. Donna?
All right, Jackson Proskow in Washington, thanks.